started my day out with getting ready and all like that, and then read my Bible and did some catching up to get back on track with my reading schedule. So I got the viral, activewear dress, but the Walmart version. And I bought the biggest size they have when I started my weight loss journey. And today's the first day that I've ever worn it out. It's still kind of tight, and it's not what I would typically wear out, but I'm just around the house today. And I'm really happy with how it looks. I can't quite tell from here. It's still really tight right here. And I don't like my arms, but it's getting somewhere. It's something that I really wanted for my New York trip to make fit, and it just didn't work. The seam is, right here cutting me off, but it's, I can pull up the seam a little bit farther. Probably where it's supposed to be. It still cuts me off. You can see the seam right there, but hey, it's a start. Okay, outfit of the day. We have a recital today, and this is just what I'm wearing as I get ready, finishing touches and all like that on stuff for the recital. So I have that viral, active dress that has the built-in shorts that you can pull down while you're still wearing it. And I have one of my husband's button-ups that I ordered wrong, so the arms are really short. So it just works as an overshirt for me. But this is nice. This didn't fit just a month ago, so even though I'm not seeing a whole lot of movement on the scale, I think I am still seeing it everywhere else.
Great. You might want to do this a few more times. It really depends on how, tight. Here we go.
Throwing our dinner in. There's some onion on top of the chicken. 20 ounces of cream of chicken soup. There's one. It'll take about 2 cans. Well, there's the second chicken broth, so I'm using just a little bit of this. Probably about half. And then I'll put the rest of it in the seasoning, some garlic powder, some pepper, and some salt. Now it's on high for 3 hours, and then I'll add everything else in when here's the finished product. Get ready with me for our piano recital. I've already prepped my skin, and I've already put on some of my eye makeup. I'm gonna finish up and get ready. So here we go. See, I need to finish putting on my eye makeup. I'm trying to decide which dress to wear. So did my first voice lesson online today, like the free resources for a series I'm doing starting soon. And I really appreciated the TMJ-ness of it all that they kind of took into consideration, because I have really bad TMJ. Like, my jaw pops in and out all the time, and it's really, like, I'm talking quietly now because it really hurts, which is why some of this will probably be sped up. But we did exercises to loosen the jaw, which my jaw is very tight because it does stay clenched and it doesn't clench up like right. My bite's not right, and there's not really a way to fix that. They tried with braces, you know, pulling it forward, but like it just made my jaw just stay really stiff right here to where my jaw wasn't loose at all because it was just so tense trying to come forward. We have flies. But so like singing for long periods of time where I'm dropping my jaw a lot is a little painful. Found an exercise for exactly that to try to help with TMJ. And I really appreciated that, but I think I did it too long. I think I need to build up to that. I'm not sure, but I think I need to build up before I do that again. For as long, try to, you know, prepare for it a little bit better than what I did. And I've had like TMJ since I was in high school, and they're pretty sure it has something to do with my braces. And like now my daughter is getting braces, and like the starts of braces are like phase 1 or whatever. And it makes me really nervous because like my TMJ specialist, like he's not a surgeon, he doesn't specialize in surgery for TMJ, but like he specializes in treating TMJ like without surgery. So I don't know how to explain that any better. That's the best I've got. Anyways, he is fairly certain that the main reason I have this problem is because we didn't wait until I was developed enough, like my body had finished growing enough to start braces, and that they fixed my bite, and something happened with my jaw that they just didn't take into account. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling what I remember the doctor telling my mother when I was young. And, you know, so I've had a mouth guard that's like specially made in his office since I was in high school. And it has always been a problem. I have to keep it with me everywhere I go. I have to travel with it. I have to make sure it is like super safely secured, because I can't just go buy another one anywhere. I have to go to his office to get that made because it's specially made for my mouth. And it's broken a couple of times. My dog got a hold of it once when I first got married. Our dog got a hold of it. And then there was one time that it just snapped in half because we had filed it so small that he was like, even the doctor's like, worried about that. And we have paid, like, it's at least $1,500, not including the appointment. Like, it's so expensive. Anyways, I haven't been to the specialist in a while because I've not had a whole lot of trouble. But singing more lately has been a struggle, and I know I need to go do a checkup. And I really just don't want to. But also, like, thinking about all that and my daughter starting to get braces, like, having those appointments does make me a little anxious about that, because I don't want the same thing to happen to her. But like, her problem is more spacing in her mouth than it is mine. I always had enough space. It was just they were crooked, and it was like purely like cosmetic, whereas hers is a little more of a need than mine ever was. I mean, it was a need because I wanted a nice smile, and I didn't want to be embarrassed of my smile. So I mean, I guess it's a need too, because like you want to be confident. You don't want to not be confident in your smile, because it's like one of the first things people see. But I don't know, it makes me nervous, and like I just got to keep asking questions, I guess, and making sure that like this is something that is on everybody's radar. And something that everybody is like at least thinking about. I can't find my concealer. I could probably use a little bit under my eyes, but I'll just use a little more foundation under there. But I don't know, that's all I can really do, is ask questions and try to make the right decision, me and my husband, that's right for our child. And like sometimes that's hard because you don't know what's going to happen. My parents didn't know that I was going to develop TMJ. Like, they didn't know that my braces were going to cause all these other problems down the road. They just knew that, you know, I wanted a nice smile, and they wanted me to have a nice smile. I don't think that helped, do you? I don't know. But anyways, all you can do is make the next right decision for your kid, and that's sometimes really hard, knowing that the next right decision, the next right decision could still not be the right one. I don't know, I guess you just do your best as parents and hope your children realize that like you're doing the best you can with what you got, and you're trying to give them the best life and trying to make the right decisions for them, and just really hope that they see that as they get older, and just trying to make the best decisions for them, and not just what is easiest or most convenient, or not making decisions out of fear. Like, it's really hard for me, at least, to not let fear cloud my judgment. And like I realize I start making decisions out of fear, and like that's not helpful to my children either, because like I'm keeping them from a lot of really fun and good things because I'm just in a state of fear. So I don't know, but needless to say, all this voice lessons and singing more lately, and thinking about my jaw got me thinking about that, and just how like that started this week, and we go next week for the next step, and it makes me a little nervous. But like, I know a ton of people who have had braces that this has not happened to, so I've got to think that this is just like a freak accident, and hope that it's just a freak accident, and that, you know, I'm not causing my child more pain like later down the road, like ended up happening with me. I don't know. Is anybody else who has TMJ? How do you handle it? Like right now, I'm probably going to take some ibuprofen before we go to piano recital, just because I'm going to be talking a lot there too. And I'm probably going to put my mouth guard in as I work on editing this video when we get home. I also got to go to the gym, and I know I get really tense at the gym. I have to go. I went the other day, but I skipped a couple of days, so I need to go back. I need to be consistent in that, even when I don't really want to go. So I don't know. Like, how do y'all stay consistent in the gym? Does anybody that's listening, which is really just my husband, I don't know, I don't have a whole lot of listeners yet, like with PCOS, like it's really, really hard to lose weight, because like I will go down like majorly on the scale. Like I was down 21 pounds the other day, and then like literally the next morning I was up 10. And like I know some of that's like water retention and stuff, and like I'm seeing a doctor and getting blood work done to try to figure out what's going on, but like I can still see like I'm losing inches, and I can see muscle gain, so I know that it's not a bad thing to keep going. Like, obviously it's not a bad thing to keep going. Like, good things are still happening, but I just wish the weight would come down. Like I wish that would happen faster. And like I know I'm just retaining water because like it's my midsection that is just not losing anything. Like my back and my waist when you look from behind, is very, very narrow, but the rest of me is not. And I know it's a process. It took 3 pregnancies and births to get here, and my youngest is 2, so it's going to take a lot of work to get out of this and to get back out of this. But I don't know, it's just frustrating. I've had a lot of frustrations this week. I don't know. I've been doing the 20-33 or the 23-30, whatever that is, where you do the 12 incline at a speed 3 for 30 minutes. I don't quite go for 30 minutes. I go for 20, and then I break for about 5, and then the last 5, I finish back up at the 12 mark. And that, I've been seeing a lot of results with that. So I think I'm just gonna keep doing that, and then doing some strength training. Like, my leg muscles are huge now. Like, super huge. Like, not super huge, but like when I flex, you can tell there's muscles there. I don't know. It has been it's been a struggle the past couple of months, trying to get my weight back under control and do piano lessons and teach the kids and like be here and present with my family and my husband. And I don't know, it'll get better. It's just a season. So I have to keep telling myself it's just for a season. Seasons come and go. And while it feels a little bit harder now, it'll be easier later. And you'll look back and be like, man, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was. Or, man, if I knew then what I knew now, that I was going to get out of that hard season, like, it's going to be fine. Like, I'm eventually going to make it there. I just don't know when. And I wish it would hurry up. But I've got my makeup done for the recital. I'm trying to decide between a blue and a yellow dress to wear. I'm not really sure, and I really need to sit down and write out things about my students, where I don't just ramble, because that's my biggest thing. My husband jokes that it's basically just Katie comedy hour, because I see how many people I can get to laugh through what I say, and also I just keep talking and rambling until I don't remember what I'm saying. So he says you really need to write it down. So I probably need to go and do that. I probably won't write it down. I'll let you know if I end up writing it down. But I'm gonna go pick out what I wear, and I'll show you the final look. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. Right now I have it clipped back because I was working on putting dinner in the crock pot. But like, it's really, like, it's curly. Oh no. It's curly. It's curly, and I still have it clipped back right here too. But like, it's really like frizzy. I don't know what to do about that. Like, but I have these like really beautiful curls, especially underneath. Like, look at this. Do you see this little booger right here? Like, it's so pretty, and there's next to nothing holding it together, and it's just wavy the rest of the way. But like, you can see all the little frizz, and I don't know what to do about that. It just looks like I'm unkept, and like, I'm pretty vain. I'm pretty kept. Like, I make sure that I look nice. Try to. I don't know. I could do maybe just keep it back up like the way I had it, and call it a day. I don't know. But I have 5 students, I think, in this recital, and then both of my kids are in it because they just learned from a family friend. So they will all be going, and it's video game themed. So like, even the songs that aren't video games, we found like old Sega games and stuff like that to go with it. So it's really neat. It's a lot of fun. And I have one little girl, it's her first recital, and she's very excited, and I'm very excited for her. I'm just really excited for this recital. I think it's going to be good. Anyways, well, thanks for yapping with me while I get ready. I might have more of this when I get back on. I don't know, but if not, this was my vlog for the day. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow for more. And I have a really cool series coming out Saturday. I'm really excited about it. Like, I'm really excited about it. So you need to check it out, because I think it'll be fun, and I'm hoping that I'll learn a lot. We'll see. So thanks for listening. I throw a couple more things in to the crock pot now that's been there for 3 hours. I usually make our own biscuits, but I am using pre-made because we got her and get to our recital. We also throw bacon bits in. I've already shredded it. I did that a little while ago. So I'm gonna break these up and throw these in. and then leave it on high for another hour, and it will be ready to eat when we get home. Here's the finished product.
Theme, and then he's going to be playing Do You Want to Build a Snowman? And I'm very proud of him for pulling this together in the time that he did, so I'll keep talking so he doesn't feel awkward.
What she wants to say is that I waited till the last minute to get his music.
You ready, Judah? All right. Playing with me for over 3 years, and we have come a very long way in those 3 years.